24 hours on a crime investigation are crucial. So what do you know? What have you found out so far?
We've found out that a female was taken into an ambulance from the church at approximately 1 o'clock today.
Do we know her name?
Yes, her name is Catherine Pryor.
Catherine Pryor.
Yes.
The victim, Catherine Pryor, is a single mother. She was attacked in the church where her sister was due to be married later today.
Who else was in the church?
There was a lady called Tina Wells who found her, who says she found her.
Who's she?
She lives in the old rectory. She came running out after the stretcher.
Was anybody else in the church this morning?
Just after Catherine and Tina arrived, the best man, whose name is Dean, came. He was there to set up the video. They were going to video the wedding.
Who do you think is the most important people to be talking to now?
Parents.
Come on.
Next of kin.
Father Frank.
Right. So your first line of inquiry is to see Frank Pryor, Catherine Pryor's father. Richard, after the next of kin, who do you think we should be talking to?
Dean, the best man, was setting up a video camera.
Exactly.
There may well be a tape inside it.
You need to find out where he is, get that video. That could be vitally important.
As lead investigator, Richard chooses who will work together. He has already put Nick, Sam and Christine in Team 1. They are still at the church. He makes Mervyn, Andrew and Mel Team 2. They will interview the next of kin. Merrill, Sarita and Rory are Team 3. They will question the best man, Dean Garrity.
Now listen, I have a 100% record in serious crime investigation, and I don't want you lot making me look like a mug. Do you understand?
As the investigation gets underway, Team 2 sets off to interview the next of kin.
How you doing, Dad?
You calling me?
Yes, are you ready?
The victim's father is Frank Pryor. He lives alone. But today his younger daughter Goldie Pryor is with him. They're getting ready for her wedding, planned for later today. Neither of them have any idea that there's been an awful turn of events.
Investigator Mervyn speaking.
Hi Mervyn, it's Richard. Just had a phone call from the chief. Catherine Pryor died on her way to the hospital.
Catherine Pryor died on the way to the hospital. Right, okay. Thanks a lot. Bye.
My belly
There you
just
go.
went.
There you go.
She's dead.
She's dead now.
Mel, Mervyn and Andrew are already treating the fictional events as if they were real.
Scared.
And they're about to face their first hidden test. They must break the news, but before they can do so, a child will enter the room. They've been taught how to deal with the situation, but will they remember their police training?
There's been an incident.
So if we could just come in just for a short period of time.
What sort of incident are we talking? Could we come in, please?
If we come in, we can
don't like
discuss
to
it.
sit
We'll
on the
talk about
doorstep?
it if we come in,
Thank
yeah?
you.
Okay. Okay.
Do you want to...
I'm afraid there's been an incident involving Catherine Pryor.
Hello.
Sorry.
Sorry.
It's probably not a good idea.
Is it possible at all to speak to you, Mr. Frank Pryor, and Goldie alone first?
Yeah, unfortunately. Is it okay?
Yeah,
Yeah,
fine.
okay.
Annie, if you go upstairs and find what you need for today and put it in your bag, and all right, okay.
We give you a call, love, when we're ready.
Yeah, sorry. I'm afraid there was an incident involving Catherine this morning. Unfortunately, due to the incident, from her injuries, she did die on her way to Chelmsford A&E this morning.
I'm sorry. What?
Are you sure it's Catherine? I mean, how do you know
We're
it's Catherine?
very sure. I'm terribly sorry. We are very sure that it's Catherine.
Are you saying that she's been murdered or something?
All we can say at the moment is that Catherine Pryor this afternoon died, basically, and it has been confirmed.
I'm supposed to be getting married.
I know that there was 3 of us in a group together, but it was me that actually had to break the news. The family members were actually staring at me while I was saying it, and it was the most gut-wrenching feeling in the world. So I felt almost really proud of myself that I managed to do it and get the news across to them. Just to piece this morning together, we need to find out will movements.
Oh God, this is... I popped out on a newspaper. Then I came home and had a cup of tea. I read the paper and then I thought, I'll just pop and get some petrol in the car. And then I came back after getting the petrol and I was here and I've been getting ready until you've arrived.
Sorry, I mean, can we find out about your movements as well?
Yeah, I haven't been out. I've been here all morning with Anya.
You've been here. Have you been here on your own? Or
No, with Anya. I've been here all
with
morning with
Anya.
Anya.
Is Anya your daughter?
Catherine's daughter.
Catherine's daughter.
Yeah. Oh my God, oh my God.
Hi, my name's Melanie Sainz. I'm 21. I don't work at the moment, but I did used to be a lap dancer. I was always the one that used to watch the sort of like crime programs and always say, you know, the first 2 minutes, he did it, you know, and I always used to get it right. So I think it's just a lot more to do with common sense than anything else. I will prove to the world, you know, that I'm not just a dumb blonde dancer, you know, that's not going to do anything with her life.
Back at the church, Christine, Nick and Sam continue their search for clues. They bag evidence, take blood samples and dust for fingerprints.
Locked in with somebody is down there.
Hello? There's somebody banging on the door.
Yes.
I think
Is everything okay?
you better come and see this. There's a noose with a note on it that's just appeared.
Attached to the noose is a chilling message. It's from the killer, who is challenging them to discover his or her identity, but at a price. At the end of each program, 2 investigators who haven't come up to scratch will travel to separate locations. One will find a clue that brings them closer to the killer. The other will be eliminated from the game.
I am one of the 9.
I'm one of the 9.
So somebody's playing games. I'm Christine Rose. I'm 30-something, which I'm not going to disclose. I'm a housewife, and I'm a very busy housewife, actually. Well, I think I'll be a good detective because, firstly, because I'm nosy, obviously. You've got to be a little bit nosy. I'm not nosy in a nasty way. I'm not maliciously nosy. You know, like, I'm just generally curious. I've got a good sense of humour, and I think you're going to need that. I definitely think after a couple of weeks, you're going to need it.
Sarita, Rory and Meryl set off to interview the best man. He's at his car showroom and he's just heard the tragic news. Dean Garrity is the next suspect in the case. He was seen making a video with Catherine shortly before her murder. Meryl is keen her team doesn't make